Henry! It's the coach. This is Madden NFL 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, the big man, Derrick Henry, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Allen on third. Holmes has got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, here's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for the Bills. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To the air, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a play fake here on first down. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On first down, Tannehill looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The numbers for Collins last week, 11 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On play action, Allen. Now he's going to throw deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw again. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Going for it on fourth down. Allen. Open man is Holmes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Andre Holmes, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now a give to Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first and 10, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. That's complete, right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin in the Meadowlands, an AFC East matchup between New England and the New York Jets. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Jermaine Kearse, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Kirk Cousins has fired 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Amendola. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They run with Collins. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Going deep here for Parker. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From midfield, here's Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go now.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He's going to get it running right. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Allen going to go on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why?
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them.
And now it's blocked. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Amendola. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And again, it's Collins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the... Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was the free safety, Jordan Poyer, that time there to make the play in coverage.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 30! As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. So after the INT, it's Allen. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Brian Orakpo in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Now let's go. Boo, line it.
On 4th down, it's Collins. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air on 2nd down. Parsons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Parker unable to get that one. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Holding. Offense.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. first down. Allen able to shake him off. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff to Henry. Space to run past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was
accelerating and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. No gain on the play there. Second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.